Good evening and welcome to Old Trafford for another special European night. Tonight, two giants of the game collide as Manchester United take on Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League knockout playoffs. These are two clubs steeped in history, tradition and success. Between them, they've produced some of the most memorable moments this competition has ever seen. For Manchester United, it's a chance to take a huge step towards the round of 16 and reignite their European campaign. For Bayern Munich, it's another opportunity to show why they remain one of the most feared sides in world football. The atmosphere inside Old Trafford is electric. The fans are ready. The players are ready. And the stage is set for what promises to be a fascinating encounter. So sit back, relax and enjoy it. Manchester United versus Bayern Munich. It's coming up next.
Hello everybody and welcome here live at Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams of the knockout playoffs here of the UEFA Champions League, as Manchester United, as they will here take on against Bayern Munich, as this matchup is coming up next here at Old Trafford. And we have got this match underway, ladies and gentlemen. Man United versus Bayern Munich. There's a lot to play for here between these clubs, and let's see who will come up on top here between Bayern and Man United. But as of right now, the two teams head straight down to Pep's side here to get this first leg of this knockout playoffs underway here for tonight here at Old Trafford. And he's now, both teams are here on the pitch side. Let's get now the anthem of the Champions League. And now the two teams now shake hands before kick-off, because Man United's team here we have is Anana, Mazziari, De Ligt as well. We also have Ugarte, Fernandez as well playing at midfield. You've got also as well Bruno Fernandes and also Højlund up front with Cunha, and also Brian Bremo up front for Manchester United. No Cristiano Ronaldo whatsoever on this starting 11 in this game. But as of Bayern Munich, as of their team here, trying to go for the fight here against United, this will be their team here for this evening. So as of right now, by the way guys, this will be the team for Bayern Munich in this game. As we do have here, we've got Michael Olise as well, we've got Jonathan Tah, Manuel Neuer in goal, we've got Upamecano as well in that defence as well. Got Guerrero, Joshua Kimmich, obviously Gyökeres, all the way to Witz as well up front for Bayern Munich, and a very, very good side here for the Bayern team. But anyway, let's get straight now to kick-off right now, guys, as we've got it here stored between Manchester United and also Bayern Munich. Here we go, and let's get this match underway. Now Dorgu. Now Ugarte. Now Euro. Here's Bruno Fernandes now. Now Michael Olise now to Warner. Good tackle there from Matthijs de Ligt. Now it's going to be now a throw in here for Bayern. Now foreign here. Now is Leon Goretzka. Now Warner. Now to Luis Diaz. Now Witz shoots and it's gone to the keeper's hands. Now to De Ligt. Clearance away. Now all the way now to Jonathan Tah. Now Kimmich. And now here's Witz. Now Michael Olissier into the box, right into the hands of Anana. Now Michael Olissier now to Witz. Now Euro, now to Lisandro Martinez. And now is Cunha. And now is Lamar. Now Witz shoots. Good block there from Lisandro Martinez now. And that's going to be a corner here now for Bayern in the match. Now it's going to be a short one here for Bayern. Now here's again to Michael Olissier into the box, header. Now Bruno Fernandes. Now throw-in's going to be given here now for Manchester United. So United got themselves a throw here against Bayern in this match. Now here's Dorgu. Now all the way now to Warner. And Leon Goretzka now, the ball. Now Joshua Kimmich. Now he's to again, now to Cunha. Good ball there from Cunha now. The ball here for Manchester United. Big block, shot. Oh, it's gone to the keeper there. Save there for Manuel Neuer. Good save there for the German keeper. Brilliant save. Now short one now again. And now all the way pushing through. And now it's going to be that for the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. And the score at the break here between Man United and Bayern Munich. The score is goalless at the break at half time at Old Trafford. As it ends, Man United 0, Bayern Leverkusen 0. So here we go. Let's get straight now into the coverage here now between United and now as well to Bayern Munich. Now Joshua Kimmich now is to Michael Olissier. Shoots and it's gone right away. Now it's going to be a goal kick in the matchup here for obviously Andre Onana in this match. Onana will get himself a goal kick here against Bayern Munich. Short pass there to De Ligt. Now all the way to Diaz now to Mazziari. Bruno Fernandes. Now is Cunha. Now Højlund. They want it back here now to again now to Warner. United, of course, getting attacked here by Bayern Munich. Here's counter-attack here. Luis Diaz crossing. Good defending there from Euro there for Manchester United. And now Warner. Now Euro now again. Now again to Diaz. And now away for a shot, and it's gone close, but it's gone wide for a goal kick though, however. So Now we've got here Anana will take it. Now to De Ligt. Now it's going to be a now throw-in. Now Bruno Fernandes now to Dorgu. Now again, all the way now again from Dorgu here for Manchester United. Now Cunha now for Man United here. Good little turnaround here on Upamecano. Dorgu cross it in. Shot from United and it's gone wide. Massively close. And now we've got Casemiro coming on the pitch as a substitution here for Manchester United. As Euro comes off, Casemiro comes on. Very experienced holding midfielder for Man United. And also he did well obviously for Real Madrid in the past. And now we've got Bayern now on the attack here. Running through here on the attack again here. Crossing potentially, but no. All the way to Højlund now. Now Rasmund's all the way through here now. Back to the goalkeeper there again. Got this say 10 more minutes to go. 10 more minutes. Now through here now to Wits. Now Mazziari. All the way now to Brian Bremo now. Cross in. Clearance away there from Bayern. Now it's Mano. Nearly over here now. Cross in and it's gone right in the keeper's hands there to Manuel Neuer. And that is that for the end of the game for full time in the first leg of the knockout playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. No goals scored. And that means that 0-0 aggregate game will go into the other matchup of the second leg for next week at the Allianz Arena. But at full time, however, here for tonight, it ends as Manchester United 0, Bayern Munich 0 at full time here tonight of the first leg of the knockout playoffs.
That's the final whistle at Old Trafford. Manchester United 0, Bayern Munich 0. A tight and tense Champions League encounter ends all square. Neither side could find the breakthrough, and the tie remains very much in the balance heading into the second leg. Manchester United were disciplined and organised, while Bayern Munich enjoyed plenty of possession, but ultimately there was nothing to separate two of Europe's biggest clubs. So, after 90 minutes at Old Trafford, it finishes Manchester United 0, Bayern Munich 0. And now, let's head to the Netherlands for another fascinating night of Champions League football. The Philips Stadion is our next destination as PSV Eindhoven take on Aston Villa in the UEFA Champions League knockout playoffs. Can PSV make home advantage count? Or will Aston Villa continue their impressive European campaign under Unai Emery? PSV Eindhoven versus Aston Villa is coming up next.
And we are here now for this coverage here. As we have is PSV Eindhoven versus Aston Villa. And we are live here in the Netherlands in Eindhoven here for this game and this first leg matchup of the UEFA Champions League knockout playoffs is up for grabs. And as of right now, these two teams will play each other in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League. And let's get this game underway. And let's get straight to the anthem of the UEFA Champions League. And now the two countries shake hands and get straight into this matchup, and PSV Eindhoven really want to try and not be underestimated in the UEFA Champions League, despite Villa might be the favourites to go on and maybe win this whole tie between PSV and Villa in these two legs. But at the same time, PSV Eindhoven has got full of potential to go through also into the round of 16 of the Champions League for next month. For Aston Villa, however, the team who did very, very well to get 5th place of the Premier League last season and get that 5th place spot to qualify for the UEFA Champions League, due to the fact that there's a British team who got into the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League from last season, opens the 5th place spot to be open for any team to qualify for, and Villa got that spot from last season because of those reasons. But as of now, we have got obviously John McGinn, Ollie Watkins as well playing for the Villa team, and so many great players also in the Villa side to try and make a name in these two legs. But as of right now, let's get straight to the coverage. Here we go. Let's get it underway right now for this matchup here. Now Ollie Watkins. Now Kamara. And now is Kamara now. Now is John McGinn. Shoots, good block. Now is Perisic. And now is Dest. And now is Perisic. Now to Dest. Crossing here now to Shabiari. And now all the way again to Dest. Now good run here now to Verman. Shot, and it's a save there from Emiliano Martinez. And it's going to be now a corner here for PSV in the game. A short one here for PSV. Really running through here now from PSV Eindhoven. Shot, save there, denied. Obviously save there from Emiliano Martinez. And that's going to be a corner here for PSV Eindhoven in this matchup. There's a lot to play for here for PSV to try and make a stop here in this game. We just have to wait and see. So corner's going to be given here now. Crossing in the box, head up, clearance away. Should be a shot there, a save right there for the goalkeeper. PSV are really putting the pressure on Villa here. A lot of pressure on Aston Villa so far. Now Ollie Watkins now to Kamara. Now Koncia. Good run here now for Villa now. Goal could be a chance here for a goal for Villa. There's a goal scored. And it is being confirmed that it is a goal for Aston Villa. 1-0 the score. Morgan Rogers makes it 1-0 and Aston Villa lead here in PSV. What a great goal for the team from Birmingham, of course, to get themselves that 1-goal lead away from home in the first leg of the knockout playoffs. And that is massive for Villa. That is a chance that this could be either a big chance option here for Aston Villa to guarantee qualification into the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League for next month, if they can do it. But at the moment, it is 1-0 to Aston Villa as we speak at the moment. Now here's Verman. Now here's Junior. Now all the way now to Van Bommel. Now Van Bommel now the ball. Now Verman now. Here's me trying to look for something here, an option here against Aston Villa. Good defending. Now John McGinn. Good defending, good cover. And now here's Perisic. Going all the way here now to Van Bommel now. And that's a shot, but save right there now for the goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. And now it's going to be a corner here for PSV in the game. There's going to be a cross in right now. Let's see what happens from here. Cross in here. Could be a goal. Header away. And now it looks like now a hold up here from Digne. And now all the way here now to Aaron Ramsey. And that's going to be that for the end of the first half in the matchup here between PSV and Aston Villa at the break. Morgan Rogers, the only goal scorer in the matchup. And the score is PSV 0, Aston Villa 1 at half time. And let's get straight now into the second half, and here we go. And now is Shabiari. Now Dest. Now Perisic. Cross in. PSV trying to put the pressure on Aston Villa here now. Nice good defending though. Now is John McGinn. Now here's Kamara. Now Junior. Good cover there now. Kamara the ball. Great option now to Tielemans now. Tielemans the ball. Now is Matty Cash. Now Rogers. Now to Rogers now for Aston Villa. Now good hold up here now from Kamara. Crossing the box here. Header away. Okay, that's going to be now a corner here for PSV. Van Bommel will come on the pitch after substitute. Now, all the way head clearance now, Perisic. Now Till. Now all the way pushing through here now to Verman. Now Concia. Now Matty Cash. Now Morgan Rogers. Now all the way now to Watkins. And that's going to be now a substitution here again. There's Maston now coming on the pitch, and Matty Cash comes off the pitch as that's a substitution in the game. Now all the way now, hold up now to Maston. Now Tielemans. Now, corner maybe, no. So there's a double substitution here, triple in fact, 3 substitutions for Aston Villa in the match. Let's see what happens from here. And now, on the attack here now from Perisic. Now clean now through the ball here now for PSV. Shot saved. Oh, it could have been a goal there, make it 1-1, but it's a save again there. Martin's been pretty good to keep out that chance for PSV to score against him. Made some good saves he's made, by the way. Decent saves. And he was denied again. Corner here for PSV. Corner. Not long to go of the game. Header. Now Till. Rodgers. And that's going to be that for the end of the matchup here. PSV Eindhoven have lost to Aston Villa in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League knockout playoffs. And all the fans from Birmingham will be very happy about this one. And also for Unai Emery as well, the manager for Aston Villa. As the score at full time here in Eindhoven in the Netherlands here. The only goal scored by Morgan Rodgers. As it ends PSV Eindhoven 0. Aston Villa 1 at full time here for tonight.
That's the final whistle at the Philips Stadium. PSV Eindhoven 0, Aston Villa 1. A huge result for Aston Villa on their travels. It wasn't always pretty, and they had to work incredibly hard for it, but Unai Emery's side have come away from the Netherlands with a priceless victory. PSV pushed and probed throughout the evening, but Villa defended superbly and took their chance when it came. The Villa supporters have made themselves heard all night, and they'll head home delighted with that result. Aston Villa take a 1-goal advantage into the second leg and put themselves in a strong position to reach the next round of the UEFA Champions League. And now, our attention turns elsewhere across Europe, where there are more fascinating Champions League ties taking place tonight. Still to come, we'll bring you all the goals, highlights and reaction from the rest of the continent as some of Europe's biggest clubs look to book their place in the next stage of the competition. So stay with us. There's plenty more Champions League football ahead.
Big counter-attack here from Barcelona into the box with Robert Lewandowski to head the ball into the back of the net. And that's a finish right there for Robert Lewandowski. And FC Barcelona lead by 1-0 here against Sparta Prague so far in the game. Yeah, good finish there for Robert Lewandowski. Nice composure, nice finish he did. And FC Barcelona done quite well to get themselves that first opening goal against Sparta Prague. And then things carried on continuing here in the matchup FC Barcelona as Robert Lewandowski for the second time running scores another goal to put Barcelona 2 goals in front here, extended in this game. As what a finish right there for Robert Lewandowski, and the Polish forward was really unstoppable up front here for FC Barcelona, and now the score is 2-0 for them so far in the game. And then again, more things continued here for FC Barcelona. Pedri, great pass there to Marcos Alonso for FC Barcelona. Good pass, Robert Lewandowski has a shot, hat-trick right there for Barcelona as Robert Lewandowski is running riot here for the team. As a good goal there from Robert Lewandowski and a decent hat-trick for the captain so far in the game. And then Sparta Prague got themselves a goal back in the matchup. A good cross there from Victor Olatunji into the box there to Kacheta to head the ball into the back of the net there for Sparta Prague. And now the score is 3-1 in the game here at the Nou Camp. And then, however, after that exactly, another chance happened in the game here. It was for FC Barcelona. Rafinha, great counter-attack here to Lemmy Lemel into the box here. Back 1-2 to Robert Lewandowski. And then all the way to again to Rafinha to score that goal to put themselves 4-1 up in the game. As what an amazing finish and what an amazing goal. And now the score is 4-1 in the match. And now we've got, let's say, another goal here for Sparta Prague, in fact, here. From a cross into the box here from Lucas Selecki to cross the ball into the box, all the way into Santiago in the box here to win the ball back. And a goal there from Olatunji as a finish there for Sparta Prague to get back in the game slightly, but we all know it's going to be all over now. But at least they've got a little bit of fight back here for Sparta Prague. And it is 4-2 in the game. And that's full time, ladies and gentlemen. Here at full time it ends as FC Barcelona 4, Sparta Prague 2. And that's a big win right here and a hat-trick for Robert Lewandowski at the end of the match. There was only one goal involved in this game between Inter Milan and FC Porto in the second half. A great cross there from David Carmio into the box there to Galian, as Galeno right there head the ball into the back of the net. And FC Porto might give themselves that away advantage right here from a goal from a cross, as Galeno scored, and it's now 1-0 to FC Porto here at the San Siro here tonight. And that means the full-time score at the end of the game is Inter Milan 0, FC Porto 1 at full-time here at this matchup here at the San Siro. Big matchup between these two French clubs in the knockout playoffs as Marseille play PSG in this game, as Ousmane Dembele, good pass there, all the way to Mendes, cross into the box here, and then Dembele trying to get the ball, but no, and then Hakimi with the ball here for PSG, and Hakimi there to Reyes, and Fabien Reyes scored for PSG to put themselves in the lead just 15 minutes before injury time. And that's a brilliant goal, because this game was a very, very intense one between Marseille and PSG. But PSG do take themselves very nicely and seriously here, put themselves one goal up in the matchup here in the UEFA Champions League first leg of the knockout playoffs. And since Luis Enrique, great celebration for him as the manager for PSG. Big victory for Paris Saint-Germain in this game. And it was well deserved in this matchup here for the whole of PSG in this matchup here anyways. But Fabien Reyes scored the only goal in the matchup, was superb for him in the match. But the score here at full time is Paris Saint-Germain 1, Marseille 0 at full time. And obviously there, Atletico Bilbao hosting Genoa in this UEFA Champions League matchup, as Nico Williams all the way there to again to Sanyet, and Sanchez there to Williams, and Williams shoots and scores. And there's a great goal there from Bilbao as Guerraseta scored right there for Atletico Bilbao to put their noses in front here against Genoa in the game. What a finish, what a goal. And that is 1-0 to Atletico Bilbao in the game. And then a great counter-attack here from Nico Williams here for Bilbao. Great perfect run for him. Cross into the box. Header right there. Superb for Williams to put Bilbao 2 goals in front in the game. As what a header right there for Kanki Williams to do that nicely. To head that ball into the bottom corner here at the Bilbao Stadium here tonight. Patrick Vieira is very furious, the manager for Genoa, because they lost a game here in the first leg of the knockout playoff to Atletico Bilbao. As a full-time score at the end of the matchup, it ends here at the first leg of the knockout playoffs is Atletico Bilbao 2, Genoa 0 here tonight in this Champions League game. And also means as well that Galatasaray scored very early on in this matchup. All the way, nice counter-attack here as Galatasaray, great cross into the box, into Yilmaz, all the way then to Akgun. Akgun, Yilmaz shoots and scores, and the Turkish side of Galatasaray makes it 1-0 against Benfica in the UEFA Champions League. And what a finish right there, was scored by Galatasaray, and it is 1-0 to the Turkish in the game. And that's all we have time for here with the wrapping up of this matchup here between Galatasaray and Benfica. Not much about this matchup here for Benfica to try and get back in the game throughout the whole occasion. Galatasaray fought hard and very defensively organised, and Yilmaz was the only goal scorer for Galatasaray to give themselves that 1 goal advantage to take to Benfica for next week. With a full-time score in the first leg of the Champions League as Galatasaray 1, Benfica 0.
Well, what a night it's been across Europe. The UEFA Champions League knockout playoffs have delivered drama, goals, tension and a few surprises along the way. Manchester United and Bayern Munich remained locked together after a goalless draw at Old Trafford, while Aston Villa return home with a valuable advantage following their victory in Eindhoven. Aldas Antlers have given themselves a famous opportunity against AC Milan. Barcelona have 1 foot in the next round after an entertaining victory over Sparta Prague, and FC Porto's win at Inter Milan could prove to be one of the results of the round. Galatasaray, Paris Saint-Germain and Athletic Bilbao also take leads into their respective second legs. But as we know in this competition, nothing is decided until the final whistle sounds. The road to Champions League glory continues, and if tonight is any indication, we're in for plenty more excitement in the weeks ahead. That's all from us this evening. I'm Richard Keys. Thank you for your company. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time for more UEFA Champions League football. Good night.